Hello, my name's Elle. I'm a member of the Pagan Federation. I am the Secretary and Deputy Manager for the Disabilities team. I'm also the liaison for Wales and Midwest. I'm also lots of different things really. I have been asked to do this because I'm now getting on a bit and they are trying to get some of us to share our stories about being pagan, being LGBTQIA plus, and also I'm disabled. So it's just one of those things that they've asked us to do, to share. My wife's going to ask me some questions, so off she goes.
Okay, do you want to tell us about your experiences in your teens and 20s?
Okay. When I was a teenager, thanks to a couple of best friends, I realised initially that I was gay. And it caused an absolute furore, absolute nightmare. And I probably didn't handle it that well. I didn't have the support that I should have had. I certainly didn't have support from my family. It's very, very difficult. You used to go out on the quiet to clubs underage, as you do anyway when you're that age, but trying to find a gay club to go to was pretty difficult where I lived in North Wales. And yeah, it certainly was not an easy time. I wouldn't recommend it. And we are talking like 32 years ago and a long time ago, back in the dark ages. So when I was in my mid-20s, I had a female partner and I was masculine, to as much as I could be, as much as I could get away with. I didn't come out at that time, and then went promptly back in the closet when I met my ex-husband, and stayed that way for another 20 something years. So now I am finally starting to come out as non-binary and transmasculine, and I've been very, very lucky and supported now, and it's made a massive difference.
Okay, would you like to tell us about how you became pagan and how that affected your life at the time?
Being somebody who's nosy and interested in lots of different things, I tried various organised religions, including Buddhism, and because I knew I was questing for something. Got rejected because of my sexuality by one particular type of religion, and I felt I needed something, but I didn't know where to find it. And then a friend, I think, told me something about being pagan, went and looked more into it, and it was like a light bulb had gone on. Nobody could tell me what to do. Nobody could say that I was right or wrong, or, and I've been able to find my own path, and I've been able to follow my own path. And I've been doing that for nearly 20 years now.
So you're finding yourself in your development of your pagan and the pagan moot?
Yeah, I set up and helped with other moots when I was in Lincolnshire. I helped with moots when I was in Nottinghamshire, and now I'm over here back in North Wales where I was originally from. I'm helping with my local moots, and also, of course, as disabilities officer, I'm involved anyway. So yeah, quite involved, and I'm very glad that I've got like-minded friends, like-minded people around me, and we all support and work with each other, especially at the moment when we can't go out, we can't go to moots, we're having virtual moots, we're doing a lot of group support, and it's really, really beneficial.
Would you like to tell us about your most recent change in life when you moved back to this side of the country?
Yeah, I was living on my own in a fourth floor council flat over at Newark-upon-Trent. Happy, yes. Fantastic friends, yes. But still fundamentally lonely, and met my wife online. And then, because my family are over here anyway, I was coming back to see them. We met up, and it was like, oh dear me. So I ended up moving back last July, and I've been back nearly a year now. And we got married last October on Samhain, and it's just been absolutely brilliant, absolutely amazing. She's so supportive, so caring, and I don't know how I managed before, to be honest. And also, being non-binary, coming to that realization again that I'm in a safe space, I can be me. I'm not totally comfortable with myself at the moment in regards of being disabled, and on the bigger side isn't helping, but fundamentally, in myself, in my religious life, in my personal life, and everything else, I am the happiest I've ever been. And it all works. So it's the disability side of things is making life difficult. At the moment, we can't go out anyway, and I've been finding myself being reasonably socially isolated because I'm having mobility issues now. So we are working on that, and when things improve, we'll be able to go out and do a lot more and be a lot more active, which is what I really want to do, and go places and see things that are mostly pagan related, and be able to do a lot more together.
Is there anything else you want to tell us? You've got you told us how you got into paganism.
Yep.
You've told us how things were for tell us how things were for LGBT people in the past.
You were very brave if you came out to anybody. You were brave if you went anywhere. You were very likely to be persecuted. A lot of homophobic behaviour from other people. I've experienced quite a lot of that when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. And
do you want to say when that was? We're talking in the 80s, aren't we? Late 80s.
Late 80s, early 90s. And it was a very difficult time. I've experienced a lot of homophobia from family members, and it's reared its head again more recently, because when I met my wife, various members of my family had assumed that I wasn't gay anymore. It's all come out that they're still not happy about it all and aren't prepared to deal with it, and we've just had to get on regardless. We have had a lot of support from friends and family, I will say that, and things have changed. Things nowadays are a lot freer. I mean, I'm grateful for the fact that I can have a legal marriage that's recognised, that's valid, with all of the
perks.
Perks and benefits that brings, and we should not be any different to anybody else. There should be no difference in how we're treated, full stop. The same with any ethnic minority. There should not be, and disability. There just shouldn't be any issues with anybody about any differences with people. We should all be able to be not treated equally in regards of what not people normally think of as equality, but our needs should be met if they need to be, and people should treat us accordingly how they would want to be treated. And things now are better, but at the moment there are some issues creeping up again, but hopefully things will settle down again.
So what do you think still needs to change?
Education. We are now, from the personal point of view, at the moment we are certainly with trans issues where we were 20-30 years ago with gay issues, and a lot of it is education, a lot of it is visibility, a lot of it is change, and we need to do that. That is something that needs to be worked on, and also includes a disability. That's something else that needs to improve. It is getting better. on both counts, but it still needs to, there still is a lot of work needed.
And then finally, what are your hopes for the future?
Hopes for the future. Being able to live my life without any issues of family or friends or anyone else who thinks they can have a pot shot purely because of how I look, how I appear, how I am with my wife. Nothing should be an issue as far as I'm concerned. Nobody should be looked on as different from anybody else. We need to be more caring. We need to be kinder, and people do need to be educated. And sometimes that is hard, but it's something that needs to be done. So I hope I haven't bored you all silly, and I'm a bit nervous, so that's why I've been, I'm not used to doing this. But thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and good luck.